be locked and loaded. Nobody safe around me. I'm about to spray around.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're doing really well. Gonna drop the boys off for school and then be heading out to the office. Busy day, responding to a bunch of emails, connecting people with each other that I had met at the end of last year and the beginning part of this year. Want to be able to make sure that I make those connections after I network with individuals, and then just setting up some meetings and sending out the invites to the team. I'm going to do a series of videos called the kickoff meeting videos, and I'm going to post them up so you can swipe through on Instagram, but I'll upload them here in the vlog so that way you can see them kind of one right after each other. Basically the highlights of what I talked about yesterday in yesterday's kickoff meeting, and I think will be valuable for those of you that either are running your own business or that are looking to take your career to that next level. Sherman's out. Hey there, everybody. Had a great drive in. Was able to work on the podcast. So first on the podcast, on the Crazy Asian podcast, we talked about career from the perspective that you're going after what you want. But then what I jumped into was wanted to do a 2019 kickoff meeting where I talked about just the different 10 pillars, not 10 pillars, the main highlights of yesterday's team kickoff meeting, and I wanted to be able to just share it a little bit more in general terms with those that would find it of value. So broke it down to first start with why and talking about what it is. So I'm gonna actually include it here in the vlog, so this vlog will be a little bit longer because I'm gonna put those pieces out there. Actually, you know what? No. In the vlog, if you just go to the YouTube, I'm gonna put each video in there, and then I'll make a playlist called 2019 Kickoff Meeting Videos. And so it was start with why, think about Simon Sinek's book, The Golden Circles, what, how, and then why. And then next is begin with the end in mind. Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talking about what do you ultimately want from a goal perspective, from an ambition perspective. And then shifting from there, went to number 3 is winners keep score. From the idea that you keep track of activity, but when you start keeping score, you're going to lead to what you want. Great book out there, 4 Disciplines of Execution, where it talks about the leading indicators. And then from a leadership perspective, how can you actually have a way for them to keep score, a scorecard they call it. And then number 4 was the 4 pillars of business success: activity, marketing, P&L, and professional development. And then number 5 focused in on marketing, identifying, okay, who's your ultimate ideal client or prospect that you want to be working with. Then where are they? Making sure that the activity is there. Then the next one is, it's no longer a shotgun approach, it's a laser focus. And so we have an opportunity to shift from the traditional marketing structure of, radio and television and just trying to blast it out there. Hopefully we're getting the demographics that we want, and we can start identifying, even with keywords, the right people that we want to identify to get our ads, to get our emails, to get our posts. And that can be very, very powerful because it's a laser focus. It's a niche marketing proposition versus trying to get everybody under the sun. So we definitely are shifting from this information age of generalists to customization and specialization. So those that can focus in on a niche, either market or a niche area of expertise, they're going to find themselves winning. So let's go to the office. Sherm's out. Hey there, everybody. End of the day here on Tuesday. Hope you're having fantastic. Now, the moment that you watch this, was able to have a very productive day, have a new employee that came on board. So part of the day was spent working with them, training development from the perspective of our process on bringing them on is to be able to give them the right process and the track to run on in order to be successful. So one of the things that came out of today was, number 1 is understand the different skill set that someone's bringing to the table and allow them to run in that model. Don't force people, even though we have a specific process. If ultimately the goal is, hey, this is the kind of our way of doing things, if they have a different way to do it that's more comfortable for them, that will still get the results that they want, then have them run that way. Sometimes we hire people and then for their specific skills or talents, and then we tell them how to do things. When the best leaders have the ability to recognize the talents that other individuals have and then allow them just to run and get the job done. Also, the power of the role play. I cannot emphasize this one enough to you. If you are in the space of training, development, if you're a leader, to be able to take the time to be able to talk with people. Look at that. Do you see this? I totally did the buttons wrong. If you are in the space of leadership and you have the opportunity to train and develop others, recognize that it's best to have them role play in front of you the first time to give a presentation, the first time to close, the first time to ask for the business, the first time to run a procedure, to be able to sit someone through the way that you do things. Have it not be their first time. Have it be with you, so that way they can get comfortable and you can help them avoid some of the common mistakes that people will say, and you can help them get better. I find one of the best tools is to have them record it themselves, and they will be able to give the feedback to themselves as they look at it. Their body language was off. I don't know why they're sitting like that. Is that really the way that my tie looks? There's a whole multitude of things that they're going to recognize in that video that they're going to give feedback to themselves, and I find that to be a very powerful way to be able to effectively give the feedback. And since we're in feedback, I find it to be powerful to be able to identify what did they do well, and also where's the areas of improvement. Before I speak, though, being the leader, I want you to speak first. What are your thoughts in that regard? I will. I did my post today. I really enjoyed it. The 2019 kickoff meeting ended up being 7 segments in Instagram because I had a recap in the process of the podcast. It ended up being 6 different segments. And then, so if you want to go check it out, feel free on my YouTube channel. Obviously, you're already on there, so you probably saw it. And then as I completed that, I realized in my training and process that I'll do one on sales cycle, because I think there's a lot of people out there that are entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or business owners, and they know that they're not getting the revenue that they want, the sales that they want, and they need better sales process. They might be okay at marketing, they might be decent at PR, but sales is about getting people to take action for either product or a service and to move forward. Sherman's out.
Locked and loaded, nobody safe around me. I'm about to spread, I'm rowdy. Pipe it up, run it up, count it up. Ice on my wrist, I'm